Right. Sorry, I just had it and then I scrolled up accidentally and like I'm just trying to
Lost it
find it
again.
again.
Right.
Party
In the
fund.
meantime, can I?
985.
Okay, 985. Got it. Can I attempt to roll to haggle based on good faith?
Yeah, so he will give
Can I
you.
help also since I'm
Oh,
here with a party fund?
yeah, you can get a +3 to your persuasion.
You're like, people from her need to stick together, brother.
Yeah, yeah, that's just so true. You know, I people who appreciate a good sort of splash, sort of moist. You know,
I'm so interested in that sort of moist. I'm not even kidding.
I'm telling
Dude,
you,
next time I
when
find
I
you in the
finish it,
market, I'm hitting you up again.
and you're in Wuima, just come and find me.
Got it. Do you have like a calling card or something?
Oh yeah, here. And he hands you a little tablet, a little
Oh,
like
sweet.
carved rock tablet. It's in the shape of a circle. And it's got like what looks like a thumbs up, but the thumb has a ring on it with like a the ring looks like a little sword wrapped around the thumb.
Ooh, got it. Sweet.
Yeah, you
So
see the shop over in William City. Tell them Janet's husband send you. That's me. Points to himself. I'm Janet's husband. Joyun.
got it, Janet's husband.
Yeah,
That's
that's what everyone
I can
calls
roll
me.
persuasion with advantage if Kevin's helping.
Yes, you have advantage, and you have what did I say? +3
Plus
extra.
3, yeah.
Yes, you have +3 extra. So go ahead.
Let me just roll it twice. The first one, that's a 18.
Ooh, pretty good. 18. So he like scratches his chin. He's just like, well, this is my last sort of blow, and Janet is telling me to pack it up and bring less shit so we don't have to pay for more luggage on the train over. Tell you what, I'll give you this sort of blow for a half off if you give me a drink voucher for the little tiki bar they got over in the nice resort over in Miori Shoals. How's that sound?
Okay, you know what? Deal. I'll write on like a paper, one of those like an IOU on like a paper,
I
and
owe
tell
you
them to
one coupon.
put it on my family's tab.
Sure. He like
I'll
nods
sign it
sagely,
so that they know it's me because
and not,
my handwriting's really bad.
and not just some random IOU.
Yeah, I sign it like and I'll probably borrow like some ink to like put a thumbprint on it just for legitimacy. Hand it to him. It's like, here you go.
He like nods like, pleasure doing business with you. Here, you can have this for what did I say? It's half off, so it's 600. Yeah,
600.
600 for an uncommon sword of blow.
Sweet.
Let
Thanks,
me
King.
put it in your pop-up.
Nice.
How much are you taking out of the party
As
fund?
it turns out, I don't need to take that much out of the party fund because I have enough personal fund for this. We don't need to touch the party fund.
Okay.
Yeah, just enough, barely.
Kevin was ready to put that down on your tab.
Nah, bro, don't do admin behind me. It's so scary.
While
Kevin,
everyone's here then, like is there any kind of like ammunition or like anything that you would want to spend out of party fund? Like potions and stuff?
oh, I think potions would be useful. Now that you mention it, I forgot. Um,
And you spend what is it called? Yeah, expendable like resources you guys wanna
yeah.
get through party fund.
I think having like maybe a few potions would be useful since we keep getting into like skirmishes and you know, always good to have just a few on hand. Potions come at a fixed price, do they? In oil? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, they come at if you just get a health potion, I think it's what I say to you, Kevin, 50.
$50 for like a normal potion
Yeah.
refueling.
Correct.
Right.
If
What
you're
about the
buying in
big
bulk though.
ooh, like warehouse prices? What about the more like greater healing potion, like the more like beefy ones?
Mm, one sec. Greater healing is 100.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
Not bad, eh?
Maybe, yeah.
Also, you guys are in a like big town, so that's like the rockest, bottomest prices. If you were in like some small podunk town, it might be able to cost a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you got lots of
Yeah.
opportunity and like lots of stock here. So
Okay. Good. That's good. How many do you think we should buy per? Because I think it's okay to have like a mix of like regular healing and greater healing potions. Just depends on how many you think the party would need.
Turning to the resident cleric.
Uh,
How many potions? Is that what you're asking?
yeah.
Yeah.
What's a good amount of potions? To carry around
we-
for a party of our size, you think?
Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 for Ivani. And technically, 4 of us can heal
Mm-hmm.
in case of emergencies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But since it's a paladin, ranger, and bard, they count as 1.5 healer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Apple's got 30 hit points, so there's that too.
Yeah. I have a potion of healing greater as well.
Oh, cool.
So I don't know how many potions do we already have? Like
We
besides
don't
mine?
have, I think.
Don't
Yeah,
have
I
any
have one
other
personal like potion of healing, but
personal
that's about
potion?
it, I think.
Merlin
We don't
has
have
one
one per
greater
party.
healing potion and one health.
Oh, okay. We
The
have
ones
more
that you
than we
looted from
thought.
way back.
Yeah, she looted it.
Yeah,
I
we
remember
have,
that.
we have more than we thought. So like, I would say like just having like 2 more, any more than 2 might be like kind of
Okay.
overkill.
Okay.
For
Like
now.
2 normal ones or like 2 greater
I
ones?
think it's okay
Just
to
normal
have
ones.
2 greater ones considering our
greater,
party
if you
hit
wish.
points overall.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
potions are great for like saving spell slots or like keeping up someone who can heal kind of thing, you know. So
Mm.
We
Yeah.
want to get something that's like cold immunity or something, if there is any, or yeah,
Or you
because
guys
we're gonna go up.
go north.
potion of
We're
cold
going up north,
resistance.
and we're some sort of cold resistance thing.
If you want to know mechanically, you just need to wear cold weather clothing for that.
Oh, I meant for like
So-
during what is it? Like battle. Like potion of cold resistance, you can gain resistance to cold damage for an hour. So if we're going up north and like I think especially the Mercy Men, they're like up even more north than the temple we're going to. And I think we're wanting, maybe, I don't know if we'll have time to go there, but there was discussion of, what is it, people being kidnapped, possibly being taken to the headquarters, so, and that's up north, so.
Yeah,
don't know.
I think that would be good to look into. At least potions are fairly like standard, right? Just like,
Yeah,
Is-
they're pretty standard, I think. I don't know
That-
about coil economy wise, but they're typically standard.
Okay, that said, I think like then we can get an extra +2 greater healing potions.
okay.
And we're gonna try to look for potions of cold resistance. For those who are interested in getting maybe 1 or 2 for you guys. Anything else? I feel
Do we
these
need
are-
any more arrows or
Oh yeah,
anything?
ammunition, right? And that's mostly for Yumi, Avani, right? Was it? Or would Kevin be interested as well?
Kevin hasn't really used those arrows now. I guess can we do it in post for Avani?
Yeah, because it's mostly Avani that's using them like
Yeah.
basically every combat. Awesome.
Yeah.
I guess going back to potion, how much would like the ice resistant potions be?
Cold resistance.
And how many are we getting? Yeah, cold resistance.
Yeah, cold resistance potions. You are in Halberdoon. It is a northern city in a northern country, very much known for people who go far up north. Very easy to find cold resistance potions. They're 100
Nice.
gold each, same as your
Okay.
greater healing.
Real quick, before we buy any cold resistance potions,
Uh huh.
I genuinely can't remember. for the centaur that was selling all of the charms.
Yeah.
Did you say something about there being like a cold resistance charm, or no?
If you can't remember, I can't remember, brother.
The one thing is that I remember you saying that the charms that she sold were incredibly similar to the ones Sonmei's hometown also sold.
Yeah.
So if I think back to like what we normally sell, would there be? Because I think like her instinct is actually no. It's more like wayfinding and navigation related stuff.
I will say it's probably very similar to Sonmei's hometown in that like navigation, wayfinding, but because of the
Yeah.
climate, they'll probably like Sonmei, your town probably sells like, oh, it's really hot this like summer, like cool off a little bit with our little charm. Like here it's the
Yeah.
opposite. It's really cold this winter, like warm up a bit with a warm charm. I will say it is not going to be as long lasting or as effective as if you were to pay for a more expensive charm. Because
Right.
these are souvenir items.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we could always go check anyway, since we're dedicating a day to shopping. It's not
It's-
like the vendor would just like disappear, right?
Yeah, it's
That's
kind of like you can. How much did I say they were for Kevin? Like a couple hundred gold.
Few hundred.
They
I
were
remember.
100 each,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then gave a discount for multiple buying. I don't remember exactly.
An item that will.
Kevin Roost that man.
Yeah, an item that will like if you were to buy a cold charm from her, I will say that she can have one, but it would be something that is like you gain cold resistance for the next hour, right? It's not a constant cold resistance because the
Yeah.
magic is not that powerful for how much you're paying for it.
How much would potions last in comparison to a charm then?
Also an hour.
Oh, okay.
At least
Isn't
this way
there
you don't have to drink
consumables, I think?
anything.
Yeah. And I assume, I don't know, are these charms at the centaur selling like a one-off? Like you use it once and then like you can't use it again? Or is it like recharging every like 24 hours or something?
For something like a consumable, it probably recharges. Actually, I would say it doesn't recharge because then people would like stop buying potions, right? And she wouldn't be able to charge so low for them. So it is a one-off consumable. But if it's something like
okay.
change the direction of the wind for like a little while, then yeah, that's whatever. That
Okay.
one's perpetual. Smaller stuff is perpetual, like stuff that will mimic potions, stuff that can heal you, stuff that will like mimic like permanently beneficial magical effects are more costly because it needs to have a source of constant like magical like upkeep, right? Especially if it deals with
Yeah.
like a body.
So
Hold on.
price size, would potions be cheaper than the charm?
It's the same.
It's the same.
It's the same.
You just don't have to
Yeah.
drink anything.
Yeah, it's just a preference.
It saves
just
you
go-
the action of drinking, I guess.
Yeah. Should we go get charms and then armors for me and Kevin? Did we buy the greater healing potions, by the way? Is that a thing that we just did?
Yeah. I'll assume that like whatever we write there is stuff that we confirmed that we're gonna buy this as.
Yeah, I'm just gonna write this here for now and then take it out later altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Then let's get the charms. Then for cold
Armor.
resistance, how many of the charms can we get to
I
go
don't.
there?
I don't need. So
Don't need it.
yeah, I don't need it. I already have cold resistance.
Let me see. Well, okay, Monica, should we do charms or armor first? Up to you.
Sorry, I'm getting the sword of blow right now, so I'm a little distracted. You can
No worries.
here's your okay, I'm done. Here's your sword of blow.
Thank you. Yeah, boy, it's horrible.
Your sort of hard blow, blowing real hard.
Sword of blow.
At least it's just blow instead of hard blow now.
Yeah. It's not the sword of it's not the sword of moist. Yeah, I would say You can do your charms first if you want to do that. She will have less stock than the potions because she doesn't mass produce these in a vat.
Oh wait, is the potions and the charms the same centaur?
No, it's just like to let you know that if you want to buy like, I don't know, 5 charms each, is probably not gonna happen.
Oh, I don't think we need to buy like 5 charms. Like, who has? I know. Was it Same has cold resistance? Does
Yep.
anybody else have cold resistance? They're
Not that I'm aware of.
No, that's a pretty rare resistance in a default player race. So,
Yeah, I think it's because Sanmei is a special elf.
the elf,
Yeah,
yeah. I think sea elves and then
water genasi.
Maybe. I think it's water genasi that has cold resistance. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the funny thing, I think water
And
genasi.
certain tieflings, like
Yeah.
certain branch of tieflings. have
Glacia
cold
tieflings.
resistance.
That's right. Glacia.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
But
don't think
anyone
anybody in
else
our party
are warm-blooded.
specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Narn.
Nobody else, just Ner, or just Ner, Sunmay.
Do we want to dip into the, or because should we get? Because currently it's just Oberon, Sunmay, and Kevin together right now. So,
Oh,
should
I thought we were all
create-
together now.
Yeah, we can all just
Um,
be together. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay then. Should we be? Do we want to dip into the party funds, or do we just whoever wants to get a charm will get a charm from their own wallet?
Remind me.
I
how much
mean,
are
if you
they?
can afford it, then feel free. Otherwise, party fund is available for this.
How much are they?
100
100
gold.
100. I'm a little. I'll
We
forego
can-
that.
Okay.
I will forego the charm. If I'm cold, I'm cold.
Hako and Kevin can get winter clothing.
Yeah, well, they'll just get winter clothing. If we're cold, we're cold.
Dang.
Besides,
Wait, can we?
my health pool resistance can help a little, but it's only going to delay the inevitable. So.
You're so grim.
Okay,
I'm just
Marlon doesn't
saying.
need the charm either.
Okay,
Um,
that's fine. Would the charm be cold resistance for just general environmental travel, or for like during combat, like cold resistance? I am a little confused on that point.
Mechanically for cold damage.
Yeah, let's roll cold damage.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
let's say
I'm just confused.
if you were in a place where being outside would cause you cold damage every X minutes, then it would apply for that.
Okay. What about like I don't know, AoE attacks where it's like the same deal where it's like
If it says cold
I think it was,
damage,
like, with the
it counts.
okay. Wait, would cold weather clothes also ward off
No.
cold damage? Okay.
Nah, because like when it comes to damage resistance, you need something like a magical item that specifically says it.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
Excellent.
mechanically.
Okay, cool. Well, if I can get everything from the centaur merchant that Kevin bought at we can go there, but if the centaur won't have it, then I'll just buy it here.
Won't have what? The potions?
The no, the cold damage charm.
Oh yeah. No, she has like maybe 5 max that she has for sale.
Okay, yeah.
No,
I guess
just in case, can Kevin get 2 as well? 2 charms of cold resistance just for the party, but like whoever wants it later.
So how much total are you buying?
How many are you getting, Uberin?
I'm just getting one of the cold resistance charms, and then I guess like cold weather clothing before we leave for the north. So for charms, 1 cold resistance, and then what was it? There was the thing for changing winds, and that reactivates Okay, and then one of the charms that can like change the wind direction. I think like
Sure.
for a bit.
She calls the charms of cold resistance her toasty tokens.
Can Kevin try to like get a discount on the charms, given like we're buying quite a few and we have acquainted?
Okay, you can
Try to
try.
haggling down a little.
Give me
Can I- Can I help?
sure. Give me
You're
a
like,
persuasion roll, Kevin.
I don't think you need help. Isn't your persuasion
26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
Wow.
So you're buying
Hey.
4 charms total, right?
Mhm.
As a party. Normally that'd be 400 gold. She is so moved by your haggling and also she wants you guys to stop haggling in front of her stall, so she gives them to you for 250 to go away.
Oh, my
awesome.
For
god.
all 4 of them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
250 for all 4.
What's
Awesome.
Please leave.
That's pretty good.
You guys,
What's the
this
win-
is really. I know you got a lot of money from the laurels. So like, I like that you like my stuff, but like, you know, could you stop asking me to lower the price, please?
What's the wind charms called? Just sorry, real quick. I'm writing it down.
What are
We
they
little
called?
monsters.
Huh?
We are little monsters.
Those two are little monsters.
Yeah, actually,
Hey,
yeah.
well, Baron doesn't
You're
have
right.
any excuse. Kevin, on the other hand, is just a lowly peasant.
Whatever. It's the general public knows about Oberon's dad anyway, so.
The wind charms are
Kevin
called,
knows about it. Sorry.
are called the Wayward Wayfinders.
Wayward Wayfinders. I shall put that in my.
Should I put it in post office so you remember? Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wayward. Finders. Put the deets in there for me.
Yep.
Charles, I'll do minus. What is it? I'll just pay for the wind charm. And then my cold charm. So whatever is
Okay.
half of 250. It's 120. So 125 from the party fund.
Mm. Hello. Did somebody join? Or am I going crazy?
Hawani's
Yeah,
here.
Oh, hello.
Yippee.
Hi.
Welcome.
Just in time.
Hi.
Yippee.
Yeah, like we were there at 8, and then by the time I was talking to you guys at like almost 9, our orders hadn't even arrived. So I was like,
Bro.
yeah. Anyway, where were we? What are you guys doing? Shopping? Still
What are you
shopping?
doing
Shopping.
here, admin?
Yay.
Actually, perfectly in time because we were wondering if we need to get any more arrows for you.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, perfect timing. What is the price of these arrows?
What
Well,
kind of arrows do you
what kind of arrows?
want? What do you want?
What arrows are available?
Fuck. Okay. Make me a 1d100 roll.
Okay. Okay. Oh, 1d100. What does that say?
You guys are gonna have no money to spend in Hyen, where they have like a lot of stuff
Right.
We're gonna
I'm
have to get
saving my
earning.
money.
for the poors.
The ports.
Avani, you go to like your regular merchants and whatnot, kind of scout out if there's anything interesting. Rather than interesting arrows, you hear of like a interesting rumor.
Oh.
Mostly that like some adventuring group has basically bought out a lot of the really like normally very useful arrows just like a few like weeks ago, and so they're still like trying to rebuild stock. You do manage to find a couple of lightning bolts similar to the ones that you already have basically, and then a couple of steel piercing arrows, so that's arrows with armor piercing basically. But other than that, seems like somebody's come in and bought out all the stock of arrows.
Okay. Never mind then.
Okay, no arrows?
No, I think I'm okay. I've actually been like tracking them. I've been counting them down, and I still have like 18 of the lightning, the 18 of the red honey, and like 24 of the explosive.
Oh, okay.
I've been keep track.
Yeah.
And now that my bow is magical, I think it will be okay.
Awesome.
Bonnie
Sorry, what were you
building
saying?
your like railgun in a corner.
Armor?
Okay.
I'm okay for now. If anybody else
I'm
wants.
good.
Well,
other
me and
things.
Oberon and Kevin need wants to look at armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh. And Kevin also wants to sell his what is it? Boots of false tracks there if possible.
Your bootsies. Okay. Oh yeah, because you guys are you need to earn money again. Hold on, let me finish writing your tokens.
I would sell my longbow, but I thought we were saving that for Heyin's convention.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can
yeah.
auction that off at a higher price.
Oh my god.
Don't forget to sign it, Bunny.
Avani has signed it.
Oh my
Awesome.
god,
Oh
Bonnie
my
signed it.
god.
Holy shit. Increasing the value?
Yes. A signed bow from the Laurels, right? Now that we have a fandom, we gotta capitalize.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh my god.
First-hand goods, bro.
Yeah.
Collector's items, guys.
It really is. It's like people collecting like paper cups.
That's extremely Asbury and Oberon approves. Very smart.
Very Asbury.
Well, I mean, we've got Oberon to thank for that because like he came back and was like, "Did you guys know that there's like a whole fandom built around us?" Okay.
Whole fandom.
Did you know coil fandom?
Okay. There's
Laurel's fandom for real.
There's your little charms. What now? Armor?
Armor.
Armors. If it is like regular armor, like studded leather, you'll find it, no problem. This is a town that deals with a lot of adventurers like you looking for a lot of armor like that, so no issue at all. You're looking for magical or interesting armor, go ahead and roll me a 100 for luck.
When I look at
Oh, 84.
84.
I
36.
got 36. For me.
And you're looking for studded leather, right? Oh no, you guys go back to Filigrald's workshop, and it's like locked up, closed, and you can hear like noises in there and like banging and cursing, but he's not opened the door.
Bro,
We only got the bow and sword. We didn't end up getting a shield. Oh well.
He's working on it. Maybe come back later.
Maybe.
No interesting armor then.
Yeah, Kevin, you don't find anything in your size, unfortunately. There are some armors, but actually, give me a perception roll.
Oh no.
Me?
Wait, what?
Okay, Kevin, give me a
Or a
perception roll.
Okay.
Kevin.
No.
Oh, I got the Baron debuff. 9.
Oh, awesome. Diva.
Oh my god.
Kevin, you wander into a store. There's not a lot of people in there, but it's got lots of like for an armor shop, it's got lots of soft fabrics draped on the ceiling. Sort of like a dark, moody interior. As you're looking around, you're like, oh, I think I spot like some interesting looking studded leather armor. And then you turn it around and you realize, why is the entire back exposed? Well, I can't
Oh no.
wear armor without a back. And then you look and you see some like lower armors, like greaves, and you're like, great, something to cover my legs when I'm fighting. And then you turn it around and you're like, huh, why is the ass exposed? Well, it looks like there's space in the back. Maybe this
Hello?
is for somebody with a tail, perhaps. But it just seems like all the armor in this store has strange cutouts in places that you think would be vulnerable spots if you were to be hit with something. So you don't really find anything that you could probably wear in here.
Did I just walk into a sex shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Sexy armor shop.
You found studded leather armor, all right.
Well, it is fine leather, but not suitable for what I need right now.
A little too fine.
Little too fine. Okay. Oberon, you are looking for armor as well. Kevin's wandered off somewhere. You're not sure where. But you do manage to find some armors in what looks to be somebody's, like, I wouldn't say garage sale because they wouldn't call it that, but you're in a flea market of sorts, like a vintage market, and there's some people selling old adventurers goods that have been refurbished to be used now in the current day. A lot of people are really interested in the idea, especially now with like the most recent laurels of selling previous contestants quote unquote used laurel goods. And so there are some advertisements here for someone just like, participants of the laurels from 4 years ago, this was used in a very exciting battle against green dragon. Like they all sorts of mentions of like past contestants, not from your batch of course, but from previous batches. Somebody is selling a set of studded leather armor that gives you resistance to lightning damage, and what he says is like, yeah, so this was worn by Sobrick, what's his name? I had a guy from some previous convention. Let me put it in the post office. So this is it? No, it's an NPC, so. Previous. So this is Sober Kinston. He came in, his team came in second in the laurels from 5 years ago. And this set of studded leather armor is magically enchanted to be resistant to lightning damage because he came from a place in sort of like the middle of the coil where a lot of people don't actually live, called like the Festerlands, mostly because that place is full of lightning. It is like a badlands where nothing really grows. There's storms all the fucking time, including lightning storms. And so he grew up in a village there that had to deal with being struck by lightning basically all the time. And so he had this special set of lightning resistant leathers. So you will have resistance to lightning damage with this set of studded leather armor.
How much are you asking for the leather armor?
He just scratches his chin. He's just like, well, this is some genuine pre-worn laurel goods. So I'd have to say it's not the standard price for your set of magical studded leathers. I couldn't part with it for less than 1,600 gold.
1,600. Like, oh, I don't even have that much, so never mind. Yeah. I'm like, well, you know, if you're is the upmark because of the fact that it was worn by Sobrik, or just the fact that it's got a little special extra to it?
A little bit of both. Like, it's obviously more useful than regular studded leather armor, but even more useful than that, it is a collector's item from a great Laurel's history. So why wouldn't you want to step into his greaves, so to speak?
Collector's items, that makes me think that, well, I mean, collector's items are always nice, but since I'm on the road, I need something that's reliable, So, makes me think that, might have been in a, I don't know, if it's not been like, it's already been used, maybe the effectiveness might have gone down with the years. I don't know. I mean, tell you what, and I'm like, I flash my smile and my like wings, and I'm like, considering that I was one of the top contestants of the Laurels this year. I don't know if you've been following. Wouldn't you say that I don't know? I think we had like the highest ratings viewings of the Laurels this year, and I know for a fact that the hype for all of the contestants this year is pretty much outshone every previous year, and if I get a new set of armors, I won't be needing my current armors that I use to, get that high on the scoreboard with the Laurels.
Give me first an insight check and then a persuasion roll.
Okay. 8 on insight.
You see him give you this like up and down look when you're preening, and he like turns to the merchant next to him and like taps him on the shoulder, and he like points at you, and he like whispers something in the other guy's ear, and then the other merchant looks at you and then like looks at the guy you're trying to haggle with, and he's like nodding, and then the guy you're trying to haggle with just kind of has a look of like disbelief, like, nah bro, you're lying. And he goes to you and he says, what team were you on again? To be real with you, this year I was really busy. We just had a baby, so I didn't get to watch all of the teams.
Congratulations!
Thanks. It's technically it's not my baby because she cheated on me, but I'm gonna raise it anyway because I'm a good man. Anyway,
Oh, well, good man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I love my wife, even though it's
no,
fine.
I was part of the I was part of the Purple Emperors, affectionately referred to as Oberon's Angels. Oberon and his Angels.
Oh, okay. Well, honestly, we only went to the bars that we went to were only showing Avani's games. So I wasn't really following the
I understand.
other
I'm currently
teams.
traveling with Avani right now, so yeah.
Did you meet her? Do you know her? I know she like used to come around here a lot, but I didn't see her, so it's really cool that
she's
someone
one of my
from
dear-
Lower Orchard came.
She's one of my dear traveling companions right now, actually. We're currently on an adventure. So hence
for
the
real?
need for extra. Yeah.
For real? Okay. Well, if
Yes.
you could if you could get her signed something, hold on, and he like picks up his baby who was in a bassinet behind him.
The baby?
The baby, this guy that you're talking to is like a sort of tannish elf. This baby is a red tiefling. And he picks up the red tiefling baby and then hands him to you. Could you have Avani sign my baby? And then I'll give you like, I don't know, man. Give me your armor and then we'll do like a trade discount. I'll give it to you for 500.
All right. And then what is it? I guess I'll be like, I'll be right back, and
Thanks.
I'm gonna go and find Avani in the arrow shop.
All of us and standing around the arrow shop. Being like,
I put my hands on Avani's shoulder and I look at her in the eyes and like, Avani, do me this solid, and I will also owe you one. And I'm like,
What? It's like she very slowly goes, what solid?
No, I'm not coming in. I didn't bring the damn baby. Oh my
Dude,
god, no.
I thought you brought the baby with you into the arrow shop
no!
for real.
I bring the
You just took some man's baby.
Snap the baby! Oh my
Bring
god!
Snatch
Oh,
the baby
so
and just like,
funny.
I'll be right back.
Oberon just running in
Um,
with this tiefling red baby.
I'm like,
Colbert is not beating
um,
that Emperor allegation with his baby in his arm like
No
that.
way.
oh my god. I'm like, Bonnie, there is a man out there in the market who is a fan of you, and seems to be a very good man, taking responsibility for a baby that's not even his own, and he wants you to sign it.
She blinks very slowly and then repeats, "Sign it," as in
The baby.
the baby.
Yes. It happens sometimes. People ask for signatures on the skin.
Like she raises her eyebrow and she was like, okay."
Okay, I lead Avani back to the merchant, and I'm like, Avani, in the flesh, and I'm like, Avani, meet baby. And I point at the bright red tiefling baby that's in the arms of the elf.
Yeah, and like in slight disbelief, she repeats, "You want me to sign the baby?"
The elf across from you, he's got like the jaw drop face emoji. He's just like, "Oh my god, you're real. Yeah, could you sign my baby, please?" And then he like hands you what looks to be like an oil marker, like an oil filled marker, and he picks up the baby and he turns over the baby, and you can see it's wearing like a little blank shirt on the back. Like, yeah, just sign his shirt. It'll make for a great present to my wife, to have like this cool memory for the baby, you know?
Oh, the shirt,
Yeah,
right?
sign my baby's shirt. Did I? You think? Looks at Oberon with like a look like, you told her to sign my baby's what, horn? That's weird, bro.
I'm like, I shrug and I'm like, I just repeated the word you said.
That's weird. Anyway, yeah, could you sign my baby's shirt?
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. Glad you're a fan. Thank you. And she will sign the shirt because like that's finally like not weird.
Finally.
Like this.
Oh man, it's awesome. Okay, pencils exist, Grace. Like little bits
You
of
said the
charcoal, like charcoal pencils.
Okay, so
But pens
Okay,
don't. Like
charcoal
ballpoint
pencils.
pens don't exist, and like nib pens, like they're usually like dip quills. But people have made brushes exist.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, we
I
were
usually
talking-
have ink pen.
Yeah.
Should I not have that then?
It's technically like a feather ink pen. It's not like a self-inking pen. Like, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, quills.
like a quill. That's what
Quills
it's
are
called.
Yeah, quills are not pens. Okay,
Yeah.
anyways, so what was it? Studded leather armor with lightning resistance. You said 500 gold, right?
Yeah, 500 gold.
Okay, cool. I take off what is it? My armor and give him the my old leather light armor. Just regular good old leather light armor with 500 gold. Cool. Very specific I'll just write down like what is it? Studded leather armor and then like lightning resistance?
Yes, it has lightning resistance. And it's a studded leather armor. Yep.
Okay, cool.
This guy gets +1 signed baby, and you get +1 armor.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, what else does he have, I guess? Since I'm already here.
He has mostly like bits and bobs of like armor and stuff from past Laurel's contestants. He has these he has like a set of bracers that he mentions is like These ones you probably need to get restored because they're quite old. They are from the laurels from like 60 years ago. My old man collected them from some guy he met at the back of the temple, the Nightwalk Ranger temple. He points in the direction of the temple. Yeah, so he met him in the back of that temple, and he was gonna buy these bracers from that man, and then it turns out the man wanted to extort more gold from him, and so my dad beat him up, but then he got arrested for beating him up, and then when he got out of jail, it turns out the other guy also got arrested, and so my dad ended up getting the bracers anyway. So that's why we have them. But he kind of kept them outdoors for a while. And he points to them. They are bracers of arrow catching. So it allows you, if somebody is like shooting at you with a ranged weapon, you have a +1 to your AC against it. But he says it needs to be repaired because it is currently like not working. So you probably need to take this to some magical weaponsmith. I tried people in Halberdoon, but there's like some weird enchantments on it from the guy who owned it, which is honestly I can't remember his name anymore because it was 60 years ago. And the person that won 60 years ago was like, actually I can't really remember that guy either. That laurels is a weird hazy memory to me, which I will not continue to think about actually. So yeah,
Sus?
interesting, huh? 60 years ago. But anyway, he's like, yeah, but you should probably get these fixed. They got some encryption enchant. I'm not a magic guy, I'm a merchant, so but for you, Vani, you can have them for like, I don't know. If you sign my forehead, you can have them for like 200 gold.
Oh, I was gonna say she actually doesn't need it, so she's like,
Oh, okay, no
unless
problem.
you she was just looking around. I was like, she doesn't need this, but like if any of you guys want it, like, does anybody in the party want it?
I'm good.
Yeah, you guys good?
The
Okay. I'll go in the highmost.
the bracers. The bracers that like increase your AC against ranged weapons. You just need to get it repaired, but like if anybody in the party wants it, like she can help you guys get it if
Yeah. How much was it?
it's 200 gold. It's what he says.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'd pay
so-
for it. I want AC increasing here, please.
Okay. Yeah, so if Kevin wants it, she will be like, yeah, okay. She just got to sign the guy's forehead, right?
Yeah, he like pushes his head forward. He was like, actually, I was gonna ask you to sign my shirt, but that guy had a good idea. Points at Oberon. That guy.
I give him like a solid like bro nod.
Like the nod of like fellow man of culture, sage decision.
And this guy, Ivan is gonna be like, this day just keeps getting weirder, but she's like, sure, whatever you guys want, man. She just signs the guy's forehead.
This is our life now.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm typing the bracers now. Anything else you guys want?
I'm handing Amani 200.
Well,
Gold
you
for
can
that,
hand
thanks.
you can hand it to the guy. Yeah, just deduct it. Right?
Okay, yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Why did you have that picture ready, Charles? That looks like Kevin's face while he does it too.
Yeah,
It's true.
Looks just like him. Wait,
You?
I need Kevin in a
Has-
ponytail now.
Has this been recording or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wondering. I was like, did we just start the session?
Oh, I'm streaming. I meant to
Oh.
record, but it's streaming. That's okay. I'll just save the VOD. I didn't even realize.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
Oh.
I-
Ron
oh.
finally
Perfect,
actually used money.
Let me
It's
delete
now is
this.
slowly going forward.
Mm,
It's so funny.
Then I think we're all done with shopping more or less then now, right? Does
You're
anyone
done?
else want or need something?
I'm good.
Cool.
All right.
We're done.
I will say that
Where to next?
those little shopping
Mhm.
excursions, they were the, I will say, 4th and 5th days you guys been in the city. Is that fair? Just did a lot of wandering around buying shit. Is there anything you want to do on the 6th day you're in Halberdoon?
We need to, unless we want, we trust that what is it? Imitriche will write up whatever excellent letter and send it off. Do we want to go back and basically whatchamacallit,
No.
talk to him about the contents of the letter and like review it and see if we want to add anything?
I think that's
Do we
worthy.
get
I
to
think we should
watch
look at it.
Oberon raise the priest live? That's what you're saying?
That too.
Are we going to? Well, Monica, are we going to
Okay.
retcon everything in the what's going on?
What do you want from
No.
me?
Well, well, we didn't finish our private public RP text, so. I don't
Actually,
think
is
so.
there a way for us to earn any like quick money, or should we be also be checking out the information guild? We kind of like ignored on our first day in the city.
Remember, Avani was supposed to go ask in the regular work channels whether anything is happening.
Yes, so I will say from Avani's regular work channels, you find more about the group that had been, like, the only really big thing is that the group that had like bought out all the arrows, that also goes through the word of your channels. It sounds like they're heading, people saw like a group of like 5 or 6 of them heading north.
Oh.
Somebody mentioned in a tavern that it was a group of some tieflings, which is interesting because they're not usually from these parts. A couple of tieflings and a couple of half orcs, and then like a human or 2. And they had all made their way like northernly, like through the path, like into the forest.
Tieflings and half orcs, huh? Okay.
And a few humans.
Bought
Yep.
a lot of arrows, implying hunting something maybe.
Should we check out the information guild if they have anything? Maybe on the
I
party?
think, yeah, I think you should. Since
They could
you
always
know,
ask, yeah.
Sure. You guys
I
want to
guess that's
head?
what we do on the 6th day. Yeah.
Okay. You head to the information guild. Doop, 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 doop.
Yeah.
As you sort of like walk up to the information guild, it is a the building sort of for an information guild, you would assume that it would be, you know, it would like blend into the surroundings and you wouldn't like exactly know that it's an information guild. Strangely enough, this stands out quite a bit. Like, it is like a white like stone building in the sort of street of mostly like dark stoned and like cobbly looking other buildings that make up regular Lower Orchard and like Halberdoon architecture. There is a like row of like plants in the front. That you see that balcony that you got to see an interesting show from earlier as well. It seems that all of the furniture that was on there is now gone and it is quite empty. But the
Yikes.
door to the information guild is grand and looming before you. The street seems like pretty busy. It's in a narrow street, quite narrow as it is, maybe about the width of an ox cart. So not many people can really pass on wheels here. But yeah, you are in front of the guild.
All right. I guess we walk up. I assume the doors are open, so we walk up and open the doors and walk into the Information Guild building.
So you sort of like walk into the building, and then before you is a large marble desk. The inside of the building is almost like blindingly, sparklingly clean. It is made mostly.
Right at home.
God, it's mostly this sandstone like white material. The big desk in front of you has a what looks to be like a half like fence behind it, and then on either side of the like half fence of the big, what do you call it, desk is large boards, and the boards are filled with flyers of all sorts. Like a quick glance will tell you that these are like classifieds, basically. People being like, okay, come help me move my stuff, I will pay you in free beer. And then another one says, need help finding my lost dog, lost him in the dam park again, come home, sir. Parentheses, sir is my dog's name. And then another one says, looking for a great time, meet me at Outer Docks at 9 p.m. on the 14th day of summer, and like stuff like that, right? So it's like a mixture of quests and a mixture of wanteds and a mixture of classifieds. The big imposing rock marble table thing in the middle has it's maybe like hip height or higher for most of you. For the shorter in the party, it's quite tall. And right at the center looks to be a halfling woman. She's quite old, you would reckon, for a halfling. She's got sort of this graying pinkish hair. She's got these half moon glasses sat on top of her hair, and next to her is what looks to be like a little parrot, and they both look down at you from their perch on the marble desk, and they say, welcome to the Information Guild at North Lane, how can I help you?
What was it? I think, Kevin, you were asking about, what is it, potential jobs or quick cash?
Well, we're here for two things. One is, we're wondering if you guys heard anything about a party who's been buying all the arrows. Consist of, tieflings and, sorry, looking for a good time. Was tiefling and half orcs.
A few humans.
Yeah, and a few humans heading north, I believe, into the forest.
She looks at you and she's like, what sort of information, how thorough are you attempting to look for? What is your price?
Just looks at the party. How curious are you guys?
Well, it was party mostly consisted of tieflings and then some half-orcs and humans. You think it has anything to do with the tiefling we found down in the cavern?
I have a feeling that person seemed a bit like a mercenary, so it's quite likely they were hired, right?
Alright. I still have this portrait of the petrified.
Oh, yes.
Guy.
It's petrified,
Yeah. We could ask.
I will like text that out.
Definitely.
The parrot goes down and like pecks the portrait from your hand and then flies it up to the halfling woman. She shifts the glasses from her forehead down to her like wrinkled face, and she looks at it and she hands it back to the parrot to give to you. Person finding services start at 10 silver and an increase depending on difficulty, circumstance, and affiliation.
Oh, it's not so much we want to find this person, but we would like to identify them.
She just says the same thing again, except instead of a person finding, she says person identifying services. begin at 10 gold. Not 10 gold, 10 silver, and increase
Silver.
upon. Yeah.
Along with the identification services, like take?
The
Approximate
regular
time?
turnaround time is about an hour if it is a mundane individual, especially if they are local to this branch area and its jurisdiction. If it is a person of interest of the criminal sort, it may take up to 24 hours for the initial return of a probe, so to speak. More dangerous individuals require longer time for verification and, of course, more coin. You are welcome to pay a rush fee. A reminder, and then she points to the sort of like plaque atop of either of the corkboard like wanted ads. She's like, you may pay in coin, you may pay in time, or you may pay in information yourselves.
How about paying
Curious.
the debt?
We are not a bank.
I mean, is it possible to talk to... What was his name? The husband?
Enja?
Oh, the NTR halfling.
Enja.
Enja.
Yeah, Anja.
You say Enja's name, and her face like wrinkles into like, what is it, like the dog sucking a lemon face. Like she just does not like that name. And she's like,
Is this the wife we're talking to? Do we recognize?
No,
this is
this
not
is
the
not
wife.
the
Okay.
wife. I
Somebody else.
saw
Okay.
the wife, and this is not
She's
the
a bit
wife.
old. The
Okay.
clerk is older than the wife, I think.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah, the wife is
Yeah.
older, but not this older. Her face wrinkles and she's like, "Are you acquainted with that individual?"
We were actually hoping to talk to the head of the Information Guild.
Do you have an
we
appointment?
had a hand- We don't, but we were the ones primarily responsible for bringing Enja back this time around on the straight and narrow. So, yes, we were hoping to have a little follow-up with the head of the Information Guild.
You say you're the one responsible for bringing Enja back, and the parrot next to her spits on the floor. And she just looks at you like, "Oh, you brought that sack of bones back. Do you have any confirmation or proof of acquaintance for which I can
We have his
cross-check?"
stuff.
And
We
she,
have
Mhm.
Because we had all like the
I-
mirrors and shit that like
yeah, we have
used to
his
communicate,
or
right?
their mirrors and things
Yeah.
like that. We have we still have objects from.
we have, I have his
No.
gold locket.
Very well. Show me the accoutrements.
We do so.
She like looks at it, sniffs it, and makes a face again. She's like, "Unfortunately, the proprietress is away on business in Bellamy, but she has told me to let whoever brought their sorry ass back to her this time a communication allowance. Please step to the room to your right to be connected with her." And like the sandstone like wall to your right, which was definitely just a wall earlier, the two like bricks like sort of sand, I don't know, wall sections slide like seamlessly, smoothly. You can not even like hear like the sandstone grinding as they slide open to reveal like a smaller room in which there is a like a little bench for you to sit in, and then otherwise looks like a mostly sandstone box. Please.
We step in.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Oh.
Okay, as you step into that room, the sort of sandstone walls behind you like slide closed with like a little like thunk, and ahead of you, where there was like a sandstone like wall again in your little stone box, the two more panels like slide open to reveal like a very ornate looking mirror. The mirror is like wrapped in sort of like this white gauzy silk. You can hear just faintly there is music playing in this room. The music is kind of like slow and droning and is honestly making you guys a little bit sleepy. But after a moment, the like music starts like kind of sounds like there's wind chimes playing in the distance, and as the wind chimes start to play, the mirror in front of you like shimmers and shows like the image of like you guys in the mirror sort of changes to be a like an incredibly ornate looking room, much different in style to most of the stuff in Halberdoon that you've seen. I don't know if any of you would be familiar with this like style of interior from your backgrounds. Maybe well, you would, but you're not. So yeah, I don't think any of you would be familiar with like where this would be, but it looks rich. It looks rich, like very ornate. There's gold.
Bracket.
Different. This is a different tax bracket. You guys are in different banking zones. And a figure wearing what looks to be a two-headed cat mask sort of comes into view, and you hear their voice like start to fill the room from where you're not really sure, but it kind of sounds like they're there with you. And then a voice says, "I hear you're looking for the mistress. She is currently in a business meeting, but I may be her representative for you in all ways but literal. Please, how may I help you?"
I roll a quick insight check to see if this person is lying and is actually the head, or it's not, right? Because I already saw the head of the Info Guild, right? And it's not the same person.
This person is wearing a mask, so.
Oh, it's wearing a mask?
They're wearing a two-headed cat mask. Yeah.
Sorry, you got cut off.
Oh, did I? Sorry. Yeah, they're wearing a two-headed cat mask, and you can't see their face.
And I still try and roll an insight to see if they're lying just by the tone of their voice.
Sure. Yeah, feel free to roll an insight.
21.
You can tell they're telling the truth, or as much as you can tell between the like interface of whatever scrying business is happening with this giant mirror in front of you. Yeah. They can't really discern anything from that.
Yes. By the way, out of character, did we ever get the name of the head of the Info Guild or no?
I don't think you did.
All right.
No, I don't think so. I don't remember that.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And nobody else wants to talk. I pipe up and I'm like, well, hello there. We're the party responsible for bringing back Enja to your mistress, so we were hoping to have a conversation with her because Enja was unfortunately mixed up in some very, very bad, not very good things, and we're the ones currently investigating said situation. So, I last checked, Enja was currently in actual mortal danger from the business that they were mixed up in, so we thought it might be pertinent that we actually communicate with your mistress and also perhaps get some information to help us out.
The like cat figure gives you like a very slow, graceful nod, and says, "As I've mentioned before, the mistress is in a very important business meeting at the moment, but she does again express her appreciation for your returning of wayward goods. Please, any questions you may have in specific towards Enja, their situation, to the best of my ability, and that is to the best of the mistress' interests, I can acquiesce information you'd like. What is your actual question?"
We have several which are all a little bit interconnected. So, first off, I think the biggest question is we were looking for information on the Mercy Men of the North because it seems that they may have some connections to the ordered sort of party and affairs that Enja was unfortunately mixed up in.
Yes.
Mostly, like, yeah, any information that could help.
The Mercy Men, as you are aware of their names, are a interesting group. They are what we would normally call a religious terrorist organization, though I don't suppose they would call themselves that. They believe in an interesting and unorthodox doctrine and an interesting and unorthodox deity. There are some sympathizers, I will be not shy to say, that exist all over the continent, not just in Lower Orchard. If not to their actual cause, then to their god. As to their dealings, my mistress and our company try not to cross paths too often, simply because, well, it's not beneficial for us to do so. Their aims are not against ours, and so we won't stand in their way.
But that means
Do you have any... Sorry, go ahead.
Can I ask, what are their aims actually? Besides, this terrorist organization thing, so you are aware of what this group's quote-unquote ultimate goal might be?
The, like, cat mask, you can see their shoulders, like, shaking a little bit up and down, and, like, a little laugh, like, oh, nothing so clear as that. Don't they want what all organizations want? Power, recognition. Simply that their definition of power and recognition does not, cross paths with ours. I don't know the specifics, but what they want is to change the status quo. There's something that they believe is wrong fundamentally with the way that the world is now, and they will stop at, I'm quite sure, nothing, as you're aware, to have that happen.
Okay.
If they want to change the fundamentals of this world, wouldn't that be directly contradictory to your specific aims? Because I assume that doing quite well in this current status quo.
She like tilts her head and she's like, I'm happy to answer your questions about the topics that you've mentioned, but answering questions about our organization's own goals is not exactly an equivalent exchange, is it, Mr. the Azamar? And you can use your similar insight to tell that she knows something about you when she says your name like that.
Okay. I kind of like narrow my eyes a little, but then I turn to Kevin's like, want to show the tiefling portrait?
Oh, yeah, sure. And yeah, Kevin like kind of shows it towards the screen.
Did you just call
Unsure
them a
how the
furry?
technology works.
Hold it up and is like, would you happen to know anything about this specific individual?
Looks at the paper. Shrugs. A mercenary? I am not intimately familiar with every wayward hired hand, unfortunately.
Perhaps you might be familiar then of the group that might be related to this tiefling. There is another bunch of tiefling and half-orc and human party that is heading north towards the forest, and they have been, I believe, like, buying out all of the arrows. Do you by any chance know, like, if this is a particular organization and what they might be doing with all these goods?
In terms of answering your questions about the Mercy Men, then this is unrelated.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, so they're not actually mercymen.
Right.
Would you know where they are headquartered, perhaps? I'm sure by now you've heard that Count Lapistrike is missing.
The Mercy Men. We're aware of their location, but... And she's sort of like... You can see like the cat like head tilts back and forth. She's like, I believe the price for Anja's return is not quite an equivalent exchange for information as interesting as that, unfortunately. They're worth an amount, but not that much.
And how much would be the amount for this information?
More than you're willing to pay, Mr. Kavan, I assure you. Mr. Kevin, sorry.
Perhaps this is not of...
Damn even Kevin, sorry.
It's all good. I still get confused sometimes myself. Perhaps it's not of monetary payment. Is there any service we could perhaps provide that is unique to us?
The cat head sort of like looks at all of you, and then their head like turns and like pauses for a moment on one of you before like snapping back, and it's like,
Can we do a perception check on like who they might be looking at?
yeah, you can make me a perception check.
Sure, let's all roll.
10. Nope.
15?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
Perceiving. Hako perceiving.
Hako is
Nice.
perceiving. And you know what? This is maybe really funny that Hako perceives this, because
Hako.
it's on Hako.
What the
Just
fuck,
for a
man?
moment, their head
you felt
like
the gaze.
you see like the two cat heads. They're looking in different directions, but you swear for a second, Hako, that they were both looking like at you. And then they sort of like drift apart and then come back, and they're like, I think you can provide a service that is equivalent, but not at the current moment. There are things that I think you just aren't capable of yet.
Ominous, but okay.
I'm saying, come back when you're level 12, and we're like, oh.
You are level locked at this moment in this quest.
Level locked out of the.
Level locked. I mean, you guys can tell a little bit from the the vibes that this is a organization a little more powerful than you had assumed. Was just sitting in Halberdoon in some random building. Level gated.
Is there then any way so in case we do reach a point where we do become serviceable to you, is there a way we can reach out?
Oh, we'll be in contact. Don't worry.
Ominous? Guys, if you
Ominous.
get scouted by them, let us know. They might find you in the night when you're alone, you know?
We're
I
putting Haku on their
think
buddy system.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
depending on like how things turn out, maybe we don't even need to ask them, right?
Yeah.
So, who knows?
I pipe up and I'm like, um, what is it? If you're not willing to divulge the location of where the Mercy Men are and where their headquarters, um, would it be in your organization's best interest that, as we're the ones currently looking for Count Lapis Strike, that we recover Count Lapis Strike soon? Or is this, an aim that, is not currently shared and therefore, you're not willing to share the information with us?
She again, like, shakes her head at you, and she's just like, "This is perhaps the second time that I must remind you. We're willing to provide information on other people's, specifically in this case, the Mercy Men's aims, but sharing information about our own is much, much, much out of the scope of what we're willing to provide you at this moment."
Is there any other information we might want from them?
Yeah, I mean, if they're talking about the Mercy Men's aims, right? Then we could ask why why they need people like Rui and Count Lapis Strike at all, right?
True.
Yeah. So since while we're on the subject of the Mercy Men's aims, what do they plan to do with the Count Lapis Strike and Rui Hen and the other people that they've kidnapped?
This we are not entirely elucidated on. We know that the individuals that they've captured, including the ones you've listed, are part of their greater plans. They serve a purpose for their grander scheme, of which the purposes may differ depending on the person. What we will be happy to confirm, though I suppose this isn't really a happy coincidence, is that Count Lapis Strike's disappearance leaves a power vacuum, both in political and capital scope, in Lower Orchard, and specifically in the dwarven stronghold of Wyvern upon Stone, the immediate effects of which have still been percolating, but might come to fruition sooner or later the longer he's gone.
So one of it was for a political reason. The other one is way more personal then, since they did not elaborate on Rui.
Are there any other questions, or?
None here.
Then,
Do we need to ask anything about Tabernacle or like the Queen's Court before? Just as like to get a background information, or are we good there?
I think honestly we're good here.
Okay.
They don't seem. I think like everything that they've answered so far is pretty much like things that we already know or have been like kind of like hinted at. So they don't seem to be too keen on sharing much more. I guess Anja really was a low cost bargaining chip, huh?
Well, I don't know if I mean I'm guessing that from their it sounds like they have a long-term plan for the people that they were abducted, so their people are probably not in any immediate mortal danger.
I don't think so, because I think like they took Rui for a very personal reason, so he's gonna be kept alive for a pretty dang long time, I think.
Yes,
Sure gonna
it sounds like they have a long-term plan for them,
What
right?
about apologies. And what about the? We picked up some signs and names from like the people that ambushed us on the train, right? Could we ask about that?
Oh, with the Mercy Men's symbol?
There was also a name, I think.
Oh, yes, on the...
Ignatia Ling.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
what do you guys
Ignacia Ling.
ask?
Yeah, do you have any information on Ignacio Link? Because it seems like they are somehow related to the Mercy Men, or are the next target.
Ignacia Ling is a Chinese merchant. He's known for, well, to be frank, he's known for body parts, specifically dragon body parts. He is a harvester, a hunter, a cultivator, a connoisseur. Ignacio Ling has been missing for the last 3 months. We're not sure where he's been or why the Mercy Men want him, but you can draw your own conclusions as to that.
Body.
Curiosity then.
Okay.
Do you know of any other influential people that has been kidnapped by Mercy Men so far? We know there's the Count Lapis-Strike from Lower Orchard and there's Ignacia Ling from Heiyin.
There is 2 more names that you should know in relations to disappearances and connections with the Mercy Men. At least 2 names that we are willing to divulge. There is a researcher from the southern parts of Bellamy. They come from a small village on Crocus Bloom Isle. Their research involved the mind. Their thoughts have been, how do you say, manipulated? They've worked quite a bit towards the art of making things in your mind a reality. The magics and energy in the Tallow Run Marsh, and specifically on Crocus Bloom Isle, are difficult to comprehend and strange in shape and size. The lengths to which the researchers results have panned out, we are not certain, but they too have been missing for the last 2 weeks. Their village was ransacked and their labs destroyed. Why we mention this in relation to the Mercy Men is a token was found amongst the rubble, though where they could have gone crossing Minkcoat's Ocean back to the north is debatable. There's another missing from Asbria, a priest of the Seseth Mesa.
Of the what?
The
Of the what?
Seseth Mesa. It's in it's in the middle. It's sort of
Can you
like the
type it out?
southern. Yeah, I'll type these later. There's a priest missing in the Seseth Mesa. There's no sign of struggle or kidnap, but it does seem that he's disappeared around the same time that the researcher in the Crocus Bloom Isle has disappeared. His colleagues say that the last few weeks before he went missing, he had been in correspondence with a traveling missionary group that had come to the Mesa to pay alms and to pilgrimage, as many do in Asbria. But he had been keenly involved with some of the pilgrims and had disappeared as they had. We only mention this as the pilgrims seem to also bear the moon mistress's symbol upon their garb.
I see. Can I ask? The moon symbols. Is there a notable difference? Because we've noticed several tokens with different designs. What does that denote? Is it only rank, or is there something about the item itself?
It depends. We know that they have a very specific hierarchy there. The qualities of which are unbeknownst to us in specific, but we do know that the tokens indicate rank, indicate importance, and indicate access to physical location, to resource, to information.
Upon hearing this, sorry. Yeah, go ahead first.
Real quick, does the what is it, two-headed cat mask person mention the names of the two individuals, and would Oberon know or have been in contact with the priest from Sesseth Mesa?
You do not know the priest from Sesseth Mesa.
Would Kevin be familiar with this like researcher? Or like heard about it in passing?
Give me a history check.
History.
The mind guys.
17?
Ooh.
Something about this name is like in passing to you. It's just like, where have I heard this before? This may be someone that's passed by the town, or maybe someone you know had talked about their research or something, but like this is somewhat familiar to you. But you also know there's a lot of researchers in the Tallow Run Marsh. That's sort of like most of the people who are in there are researchers and crazies, so maybe you've heard this name somewhere along those aisles, but nothing in specific.
Okay. Oh yeah, and also did we get the name? Like
Yeah, I'll write it
Baron asked?
down later.
Okay.
Got it.
If there is nothing else, I have some matters to attend to here. I believe with this exchange, our tabs have been paid, so to speak. And then the cat mask stands up, and then like just does a little tilt of the head, and as they like sort of reach forward to look like what it's gonna like close the mirror or close the curtain, you see like behind them like some mostly blurry shapes because it's out of focus, but like one of the ornate doors opens, and there's like a short blonde figure like walking outside, turning around like chattering along with like another sort of shorter person behind, and then the screen sort of like turns black.
Oh.
You guys got a lot of information.
Yeah.
We did.
Yay, we
How much of
finally
the day
know
would you
who
say have
Ignacio
passed?
is.
Oh,
Full set stuff.
Oh no, I said yay, we finally found out who Ignacio Ling is, but like, do you remember like that when we were looking when we saw that name, they actually had a picture of Rui?
Yes.
Am I the only one who thinks so? Who remembers this vaguely?
No, I remember it.
Yeah, they had
Yeah,
a
it's-
younger photo of Rui. My sus is that like the people that we killed were probably his parents.
Or maybe he's related to Ignacio Ling. That's
Okay,
why
that's
his
the
name
other
is
one.
on the list.
Maybe.
That's why that's why the name was with the photo.
Yeah, because
Um,
it was like there was an illustration. They're like house somewhere in the mountains. Do we get
Yeah,
it
they
now
were
or
just like, "Oh,
later?"
we're gonna buy a house and move there," and I was like, "I think we just killed his parents, bro."
It was just like, do we get there? Do we get it now or later? It was just like weird DMing each other on paper, I guess.
No, but like, I mean, we know what Rui looks like, and like the two,
Yeah.
and we know what the two people we killed look like. So
Yeah.
I think if they were his parents, we probably would have an idea.
Would we? Do
retro-
they look? Do they look
Honestly,
like
do they
related?
look anything? Do the people that we killed look anything like him?
Retroactive perception.
Interesting
Because
question.
like that was what I thought at first, right? And I was like,
Mhm.
well, just gonna have to bite the bullet when it comes, but you know.
You did kill them. That is true. Make me a history check, and then a perception check if you roll high enough to remember.
Are we all
Anyone?
rolling it?
Yeah, anyone who wants to. Actually, who did it? Who killed them?
I do
Does
not
anyone
remember
remember?
that much.
I don't remember who killed them.
Was
Maybe-
it
I can
Sunday?
volunteer.
Maybe we
Was
should
it Sunday?
ask. No, maybe we should be better off asking who was searching the bodies.
Merlin.
I think
I think Avani and Merlin
think
were searching the
it's
bodies.
Yeah,
I think
I think
Hako
I
was also
killed one of
there.
them. I killed one of them.
Yeah.
You did.
Okay,
Yeah.
I literally have it written in my notes. Hako finds a photo of Rui in the pocket of the wizard.
Oh,
So
yeah. Okay.
definitely.
I suppose. Oh yes, I think. Yeah, it's in my notes. So
So I will give Hako, Sanmei, and Avani advantage on history or perception check.
I believe that Sunmei and Kevin went to stall the people on the train because I have here
Yes.
it says Oberon, Mer, Avani, and Hako were down there searching the body. So there are 4 people
Okay.
who can.
no, Hako went to go stall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Hako
that was
to go
after the battle finished.
Yeah,
Hello.
Oh, but
searching the body was like right before the train
Yep.
stalling happened. So
Yep.
right.
Mm.
There you go. So there were, well, I don't know, but I only have I have 4 names written here for the search body section.
yeah, there were 2 body searches. There's the body search that fell outside the train, and then there was the body search of the 2 inside the train. Wait, I think.
The
Yeah.
married couple were the ones that were outside the train,
Yes,
so
they
it
were
would
the
have been
salamander
Avani,
ones.
Oberon.
Yeah, Avani
It
and
was Avani,
Oberon
Oberon,
and
Merlin.
yeah, and Kevin.
Hako finding photo of Rui in the pocket.
That's because no one else was able to look, I guess, for some reason. I vaguely remember everyone rolled low that search.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 people making history checks.
Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna slap a guidance
say
on my
that-
head.
Did you say that you were giving advantage to the people who were there, or no?
I will
you-
guidance myself
Yeah,
too.
you can have advantage on your perception check if you pass your history check.
Can I
Wait,
give
do you want me to do a history
Bardic to... Who should I give Bardic to?
Well, wait, are we rolling history or perception?
We have to roll history first, and if we pass
first,
history,
and you
then we
guys
can do
passed it.
perception.
Wait, I'll
Do I-
give Bardic
do I
to
roll that
Hako.
normal? Okay, thank you. Rolling straight or
Man does not remember shit.
rolling straight?
Rolling straight for history, I believe.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm giving myself giving myself a guidance. Oh, never mind. It's a nat 20.
Damn.
Also,
Holy
Oh.
fuck!
do we roll perception after you said?
Yeah, Kevin and Hako, you can have advantage on your perception checks.
Also, I'm giving myself a guidance on that one. Oh,
20.
Oh, dirty 20.
Nice.
Let's see.
17.
Guidance,
Yeah, both of you.
plus- yeah.
Yeah, both of you can remember being up and close with the 2 married couple. They had similar dark hair. They had sort of like the same-ish skin tone. They were both definitely like Hyenites. specifically like northern Hyanites, which is where, as far as you remember, Jorl info dumping at you guys at some point, probably, is where Rui is like vaguely from. As to relation, like if they're related, it could be. It's quite possible. Maybe you can't obviously determine if they're like, you know, parents or cousins, or but there is like a similarity in the face between Rui and these two.
Uh-oh.
You know
I
what?
can't
They were
tell
trying to
if
kill us.
Rui is part of Moonman.
Okay, the thing is that
Rui-
like I feel like I think Sonmei in character thought that like they killed these people who were Rui's parents, but now that you guys can confirm that they kind of look similar, right?
Yeah.
I think that it was mentioned. I think I asked Rui where he was from, and he said that he was an orphan. He said that
He
like,
did say he was an orphan, correct?
Yeah, he said it was an orphan and was a he kind of like had a pretty normal life despite that growing up in an academy, didn't really have parents. So it could be his aunt and uncle, all right, or his parents abandoned him because they were part of the Moonmen and didn't want him involved. But I think he's related to them either to like this cult, whether he likes it or not. I just don't think he's aware of it.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
And
The
let's
cult
keep it that way.
reclaiming- Yeah, cult reclaiming their missing members, I see.
Yeah, it's really likely that like he didn't know anything. I'm fairly certain about that. So well,
You think there's no chance though Rui could have been part of the cult and was just bamboozling us?
I'd like to
I mean-
think that he was being honest. To be for at least that's what I
I
would
thought
like
he
to
was.
think.
I thought he was a fine, upstanding young man. So I don't know.
I liked his vibe. He was okay.
Yeah.
He sat on the roach train with us. I think that counts for something.
Okay.
Taco has no opinion because I think they met him for like 5 seconds. So
Sure.
yeah, they have no. They're neutral.
Oh, yeah.
Love
The thing is that like that I always thought that like they were his parents because it was implied by the letter, right? So I was like, okay, I'll just I won't bring it up. It's too sad.
Next time you need to bring it up. Bring
Oh,
that shit
no.
up right away.
I thought you guys would know, but okay.
No.
Okay. Well,
Oops.
Dude,
Sorry.
I literally came in late. I barely know who Rui is, to be fair.
True.
So like I don't know this guy.
He's just some guy, bro.
Yeah, like literally he's some guy because I literally came in and only met this guy for like 5 seconds when he got kidnapped. So
it's funny
Okay,
'cause
but,
I think
like, Okay, but like that
later
is that
Go ahead.
okay, but like okay, you see that now that gets actually even weirder because now what does Rui, who are I believe is like half elf, yes?
Yeah, half elf.
Okay. So what do these half elven folks have to do with a specialist trader in dragon body parts?
Well, they said that the Mercy Men recruit from anywhere and anyone, so it's not really related. The race doesn't seem to be related to any of these specific followers of the Moon Men or the Mercy
They
Men.
could have just been scouting for him, or maybe he was their last hit before they came on the train.
I mean, if Rui is related to some of these members, it could be that, I don't know, they want to bring as the cults like to put it, a wayward sheep home, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I don't, and then for everybody else, like the Belmy researcher, Asvia priest, and then of course Count Lapistrike, very influential, powerful, or people doing interesting things. So I don't know, perhaps it has something to do with the whole the unnamed moon goddess and some sort of they seem to have beef with the rest of the Arcana, so who knows?
Yeah, they also use a lot of old magic and magic to do with creatures, right? From what we've observed so far.
Yeah. They have a lot of
Yeah.
like ancient magics, like stuff that not really a book kind of learning stuff. A lot of rituals that have sort of fallen out of fashion with the people who are, you know, really into like arcana based religion practices.
Yeah. Okay, strange magics. Kidnapping people who are also researching into strange magics or coming up with their own version of it. Interesting. You're forming the Avengers, but evil.
How'd you yeah, evil guys, huh?
Yeah, evil scientist guy, evil dragon guy, evil harpy person. Dude.
Wait, so was Ignatia Ling Dragonborn?
No, we just know he's a pots trader, but specializing in dragon pots. I have a feeling
I
they're trying to like put stuff together like a homunculus or some kind of chimera thing, right? That would be useful if they're trying to do that.
Considering that the harpies were attacking the roads and there were the mercy men / moonmen stealing harpy eggs.
Yep.
We now have some sort of link to, I don't know, monster, basically, you know, creature parts that might be of interest to them as well.
Yeah, not to mention they showed up on a big lizard, right? The big cold lizard.
Yeah, the big icy lizard.
Big
Yeah,
salamander.
that's an unusual
Salamander.
thing to even see in the first place. So yeah.
My god, I forgot to ask. Mani, can I retroactively say I also got some bought some cold clothes for the north?
You can just buy clothes, that's fine. I think
Yeah.
it's like warm clothes is like what? Something warm clothes, maybe. Whatever, it's cheap enough. It's how much it costs? 10 GP. There you go.
Okay, cool.
Some nice fur-lined coats for Oberon.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have gotten some interesting information from the guild. Very normal conversation indeed. What do you want to do now?
How long has it been? Like, what time of the day is it now?
I think you sort of like stepped in there maybe after you guys had like breakfast, like a maybe brunch, right? When you step out of the information guild, maybe like an hour or two had passed. Sort of like midday at the moment. This is like what, day 6?
So
yeah, day 6.
Yes. It's day 6. That means we would need to basically, if we want to make it for the court, and if luck permits, that our letter petition gets read by the queen in the court, that means we would have to leave by tomorrow. But out of character, there's also the thing that was brought up about like Merlin saying that she needs to go home.
Yeah, you guys wake up on like day 6. Merlin is like with you, but she's been sort of like dodgy the whole weekend. She's kind of like, she'll disappear for a little bit and then come back and then disappear a little bit and come back. And she went with you to the information guild, and then she goes like, okay, I'm gonna go listen to the ugly guy at the square. If we're not doing anything, just call me when we're leaving. Bye. And then she walks off to go listen to more music at the fake After Dusk court.
Oh my god.
I guess we go find Merlin.
We go find Merlin.
Let's get ours in here.
collectively stalking Merlin, because if we're going to After Dusk Court, Oberon wants to go, would rather go visit the priest.
We can decide after like we're all together. So let's go look for her first.
Yeah, I mean, Merlin, you've gone to the court. You're sitting on the grass. You're thinking about stuff. What are you doing when they come to see you at the in the park?
He's just gonna look at it. Oh, you're done.
Yep. And we need to figure out what to do next. Because we have a few options, right? I'm thinking hard. What are our current options, actually? Can somebody lay it out for me?
Yeah, so right now it's possibly go back to Mer's home, because Merlin said something about needing to go back home, possibly needing to go back home after the hag encounter.
Okay.
Our other option is it takes a week to get to the real After Dusk court up in the north.
Okay.
If we travel by like regular means, if we travel successfully by river, we shave off 2 to 3 days.
Mhm.
So, if we do river travel, it will be basically anywhere between like, we could make it there in 4 days, but again, Monica scarily implied that this is if
Okay,
travel would go through.
so we have the actual we have a court thing in about a week from now.
You have a court.
Is that what?
Yeah, you have a court appointment.
Okay, a quote unquote court appointment a week from now. And can we ask can we ask Merlin what her thing is about? Because it's like, okay, you have to go home, but why?
Yeah.
And how soon?
Yeah. Yeah. How important is it on the priority of like meeting?
But like basically, it's like, is it because like your friend is mad at you, or is it like your friend is dead? You know, that kind of thing. Like what's the level of severity here?
Don't worry. I can go if you got.
Really?
You say in a way that is very worrying, Merlin.
Yeah, but like, didn't you say a few days ago that like you needed to go back? Why the sudden change of mind?
Yeah, you're in a safe space. You're here for you, except for maybe Oberon and Hako.
He's not even in this safe space circle. Man ain't even here. He's wandering about.
She gets up and she's like, "Well, it's nothing much. I'm just thinking, and it hurts to think." So we can go to the court if you want.
I mean, I don't have any problems with that, but like, if you're absolutely sure that the thing at home is, like negligible.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, if it's something that's gonna keep, churning in your head, it's gonna distract you, I think it might be better to get it, checked out first.
It's okay, really.
That's so sad. Like, it's very suspicious. Do you not want us to go to your hometown? Like, is that what it is?
Well, kinda, yeah.
Okay, at least you're honest about it. I'm not gonna lie. Must be really embarrassing for you. Okay, guys, I turn around.
Embarrassed of us. Well,
Says it's fine, and like, I don't want to push if like we technically are not invited.
Yeah, no pressure. I mean, whatever you're more comfortable with.
Yeah, I know. I think Sonma is just like, guys, I think it's because her whole family old as fuck. It's the other two hags.
Yeah.
We could go after the After Dusk court if it's not like crazy. If the hags have beef with her family, it means that like maybe they're just all old,
Well, if you ever change your mind, do let us know. I
Doesn't
mean,
have a
it's
choice
a
after the
court,
court
but
turn.
yeah, the session will come back again. Unlike whatever's going on with you if it's time sensitive.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She's just like, just go through chords.
Yeah, it's chill. Life is fine at home.
Okay, shrugs.
Alright. Then we
Then
can
shall
head
we
north.
start
Okay.
making our way to the
We should.
court?
Yeah, we can head north.
We
Okay.
still, I mean, unless this is the contents of the letter for the court is something that you're okay leaving up to like me and Monty's personal RP, text RP.
I
Like, does
trust
the
you.
group want to visit the priest for the input or looking at the letter that's going to be sent to the court?
Let
And, like,
me
add stuff?
like just clarify. Dimitri Shea is writing the letter. You are not writing the letter. He's not just gonna give your letter to the court. You need to be petitioned by somebody to
Oh,
get.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
But I remember at when we first met him, you said something about if there's anything that we want to add, like we can tell him.
If there's any subjects that you want to add, then like just put it in IC general, like what you would like to petition the court for, including like what everybody wants. And we can do that async, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that sound good to everybody? But I'm assuming you guys all have the same goals. Just remember that like you are petitioning for like help or for information and to like be specific about it and like perhaps why and like sort of justify why, right? Because like she like the queen of the after dusk court, she's busy, she got shit to deal with, of which is like, you know, an entire ass country, and so she's not just like, you can't just use her as Google. So keep that in mind.
Like basically, we're looking for the Shudder's sister and her followers, right?
Yep. The stuff that the Information Guild was not able to give us.
Trying to find the missing people, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're looking for the missing people. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just write that down, like whatever points you want to include, and then I will let you know what is more feasible, or Dimitri Shea will let you know, like, I don't think she's gonna answer that. So don't worry, that's what the petitioner is for. And you guys can head out to you're gonna start heading north, is that right?
Yeah.
Are you going to how are you gonna do this? Are you gonna walk? Are you gonna get horses? Are you gonna take a boat? What's the plan?
Boat,
Can
right?
we? I'm curious. So when you said that we can travel by river, can we start traveling by the river, and then when we stop, like wherever the river stops, can we procure horses from that point onwards? Like, is there like, I don't know, a small hamlet or like a stable or something even for travelers?
Yes, so you can take the river basically up to Nuremberg, and then from Nuremberg, this is like an all uphill river, so not really feasible to go up. So you'll have to walk on or not walk, but like take horses for the rest to get to the Shaded Tabernacle. So that would be maybe a 5-ish day journey, maybe 4.
Okay. Should we do that then? River up to Nuremberg, and then horses to the Shaded Tabernacle?
I'd be okay with that. Sounds good.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Any other things, preparations you want to, the people you want to say bye to? Good. Or we can wake up at the dawn of the next day.
Sounds
We're
good.
good.
Sounds good. Okay, so you guys wake up. Let me change it to water. Oh wait, river, rafting, BGM.
River rafting PGM.
The river raft.
Here we go.
Not river rafting.
Okay, you're on the boats.
Whoa. Oh, splashy.
Splashing.
Whoa.
Flashy.
So you guys arrive at you guys wake up bright and early and you head over to the docks right. I guess I could go back to the Halberdoon map. It's fine. You head over to the docks in the sort of like north fields of Halberdoon. There are a couple of boats there that are like docked and waiting. And you're all like, you have all your stuff together, all the new stuff you bought. Everybody like sort of checks their like pockets, like, okay, everybody got everything sent, ready to go. The cost for the fare up the river for each of you to Nuremberg, it's not like super like high. There's like a few different like versions, right? You can get a like a public boat, and that's got mostly just sitting room, not a lot of sleeping room. Lots of people are using it. That'll be about 1 gold per person to ride it, or you could hire a private berth, and that will be like more of like you get a room for all of you, or maybe like each room will fit up to 6 people, and that will be 3 gold per person all the way up to Nuremberg. Or you can get a like private boat to basically take you there, and that'll be 10 gold per person. So it's all up to you which one you'd like to board. I want everybody to make me a perception check.
Oh.
11.
11 6 10
I wonder,
10.
is there any like maybe
Rolling
merchants
badly.
that's going there that
there-
might want extra hands?
You want a job?
Yeah.
22.
Me too.
Okay, all of you are like really eepy, right? It's you to get to the boats launch pretty early, so this is like pre-dawn, maybe 4 a.m. or so, that you've sort of had to make your way over here. The bun tender did their best to like give you some warm coffee and tea to like wake you up, but you kind of pretty bleary. Hako, you kind of don't really sleep or rest, so maybe you're always a little bit paying attention to things. And it isn't until you guys are like looking at the boats and like looking at everything, and Kevin is trying to see if he can get a job while on the boats as a boat hand. Not sure if Kevin knows how to swim, but it doesn't matter. That like you all kind of like, well, not you all don't notice, except Hako does, silently noting that like, you know how when you're in like a field trip when you're in school, and then the teacher is doing the head count of like, okay, 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 5.
Really missing?
Merlin is missing, Hako.
I knew it.
Merlin is not here. You guys are like looking. You're looking around. Kevin's talking to some old boatman who's trying to like pick the earwax out of his ears while Kevin's trying to ask for a job. Avani's like stretching in the background. Oberon is also stretching in the background. Sunmi is like staring at the water at some fish. Merlin is not here. Merlin did not come down to breakfast with you. Merlin did not walk with you guys over to the boats. You haven't seen her since dinner last night.
They kind of just look around. After a certain point, they're just like, Merlin's not here.
She isn't.
No,
Really?
no, not since
Oh,
last
goodness.
night. Did she go home?
I think she did. It was really weird the way she said, "Oh, you know, it's okay. I don't need to go." I think she did go back.
Well, it's not the
You
first
believe
time
her?
Merlin's abandoned us.
Oberon.
Vine boom for real.
Vine boom for real.
Wow.
For real.
Kevin like kind of joins after his talk with the boatman, I guess. I don't know if successful or not. What's happening?
Give me a quick persuasion roll.
Wait.
It's 19 though because of my
19. Oh yeah, because of your thing. Yeah. He
Yeah.
says you guys can if you want to like get some passage, he'll give you a discount if one of you cooks for the journey up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
we put that on hold for the time being. Okay, Merlin's missing.
Did you say
do we
cook?
have-
Sorry, you cut off a little.
Yes, cook, but go back to the.
Yeah. Not me.
Yeah.
Oberon could definitely help with the boat, especially on rivers, but cooking?
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have time to where we were staying? We had individual rooms, right? Do we still have time to check Merlin's room?
I take
do
out
we have-
my advanced scrying slate, and I'm
There's
like,
that.
if we must, we can try scrying.
I think we should, depending on the gravity of the situation.
I let out a sigh.
It's
And
alright,
I'm like-
Oberon. Your big, generous heart can surely afford this.
Can we say that, like, I don't know, Merlin has like pretty long hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Merlin's
hair.
I know.
Oh,
Piece
my
of hair
God.
Merlin stuck on any of us.
I don't know. Do it.
Like a cat?
Like a
Yeah. Can we?
For
Roll for this? Or can you just give it to us?
Like a cat? No, yeah. I'm sure at some point you guys find mare's hair everywhere because everyone here mostly has pretty medium length to short hair. If it's not, it's like in an updo, so it's tied up. Merlin's is mostly just flopping around in braids. So yeah, every now and again, one of you has to be like, "Whose is the Merlin?" and like pick up the like strand of hair and like put it away.
All right, I will go ahead and scry on Merlin, because unfortunately, Oberon knows the target well. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Merlin well.
Yeah, so it's -5 on save modifier, and then another -10 on save modifier. Scry on Merlin.
Your scry fails.
Oh.
Bzz.
Let's see. Is it? I'm sure of anti-scry. All right. Well, clearly, it looks like Merlin does not want to be found, so I think it's best if we respect her wishes.
What do the rest of you think?
I mean,
I guess-
we did tell her that we'd be willing to help, but if Merlin's so private about it, I'm
She
also
did
so
say she
very
didn't
here.
want. She did say that she didn't want us going.
Yeah.
Is anyone gonna go back to the?
I'm gonna go back.
Do we have enough time?
Weirdly enough, I think Sunmay can make it because she can swim. So
Yeah,
Sunmay,
don't worry.
if you swim through the river that cuts through the city, it'll take you quicker than if you guys walked again.
That is so fucking funny.
And we do have a couple of flyers as well, so
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the thing is like the roads is what made it take so long for you.
Oh my god.
Because it's morning traffic, people are busy. It's not a straight shot, but if you take the river, it's like pretty fast.
Somehow. She's just like, don't worry, guys. Just real quick, 5 minutes.
Anyone going with Sunmay?
I'll carry you.
Oh, Avani can fly, so you know she.
Okay, I think Avani. I need somebody who's at least got a plus something in intelligence.
Avani.
Money.
Oh my god. Okay.
Our SWAT team.
Your SWAT team. Okay, so the SWAT team of Avani and Sunmay is going on a retrieval mission.
The only thing we don't have is someone who can burrow.
Yeah. Well,
That's true.
get to work
But it
on
also
it.
that no, but doesn't it? It takes time to burrow though, so we don't have time for that either.
Yeah.
It's true, but I just find it funny that we have like a flying person and a swimming person.
Oh, where's the dig speed, everybody? Huh? Get it together.
Yeah.
Where's the
Where's
climbing
our burrow?
speed?
Where's our mole? Where's our
Well,
mole?
there is the horse speed if you need it.
I
Oh,
that's
God.
Kevin is
Oh,
always.
Oh my god, I forgot.
Oh,
forgot.
God.
You're
Holy
right.
But I don't think it's gonna help here, given the road is
Because we
busy.
don't take the road.
Yeah.
Dude, I just think it's so fucking funny with horse.
Where is Horse Kevin
I'm still
picture?
waiting.
We need it.
I'm still waiting on the commission for my kill.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this means that Kevin, once you run out of spell slots, you can become my mount.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Once-
yeah, I
Once
guess.
Kevin has outlived his
Sniffling.
usefulness, it's time for phase 2. Mounted combatant.
Help!
Oh my god.
Does being mounted give you like a buff?
Yeah.
It makes it more mobile.
Yeah.
Because like
it's
you
easier.
can run away carrying other people, so they won't get it.
I see.
Okay. But we need to
Okay.
remember that your name is Kevin B. Stallion.
Mer retrieval team, go.
Yeah, that's so
So,
funny.
Same and Ivani take to the land and the seas, sorry, to the air and the seas, to go back to the singing rat pub. You pop into the pub, startling the bartender. You guys sort of, the bun tender. You show up at about the same time, bursting into the door. Ivani floating in. Sonmei sopping wet, dripping in the middle of the hallway. Haddison drops the mug they were cleaning. It crashes to the floor, and they go, not again.
I just ignore them. Just
forgot
go straight to
something.
the room.
What?
Avani says we just forgot something. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. See, please be careful of the glass. And they start cleaning up the glass like shakily. You guys can head upstairs to Merlin's room. Make me yes, she's not in there. Make me an investigation check.
Can I assist Avani?
Okay, I will guidance myself too. Now that I can.
Oh,
Thank-
you're right.
Yes, now that I can guidance myself.
Okay, you have advantage, so feel free to roll again.
Oh, and I'll roll the 1d4 right after.
Oh, swag.
Yeah. And that's a 4. So that would be 26.
Okay, so you're like looking around Merlin's room, you're like checking her stuff. None, like her bags are not here. She is obviously not here. You are like sort of trying to see like what the hell, where is everything? Like where is she? Where did she go? There's sort of no trace of her there, except for you see on the table, sort of tucked underneath a candle holder, there is like a little gold hair accessory. It's sort of like in the shape of a diamond, and you two can surmise that it's one of Merlin's little gold hair clips that she has like on her bangs.
That's odd. Why would she leave it here? Can we take it?
Yeah, I guess that's the only thing that there is to take, right?
Yeah, it's the only thing you find.
That's so weird, though. Okay. Well, I'm not. I guess we need to get back to the others. They're the ones who can tell if stuff is magical or not.
So we head back to the port, I guess.
Yeah. On the way out, can I ask like the people here, just like, hey, did you see like someone by Merlin's description?
They all sort of like shake
Like
their heads
me?
and they're like, sorry.
Oh, so she left by unconventional means or out the window.
I mean, she could have just phase stepped like out the window.
True. But like on foot, she wouldn't get very far, right? So I think she had other means, honestly. Okay, interesting. Let's head back.
Okay, you guys swim and fly back once more. As you like barge out of Merlin's room, Haddison drops another glass and goes, ah! But you guys are too busy trying to get back to the port.
And the whistling.
You go back to where your friends are waiting. It looks like people are boarding.
Oh, sure.
The one who offered you a job is the guy who is doing like the sort of medium cost boats. So you'll get one room for the 5 of you now. But you can get basically like half of the trip off by, you know, helping to cook. Somebody has to help cook and like catch some fish and, you know, help feed the boat. So
So
Does
how
he
much
need
is
any
it?
help? Wait, yeah.
I think Son may be good at catching fish.
I don't know. Can somebody check if Merlin's hair accessory is like non-magical or what? Like, what's up
Yeah,
with
sure.
that?
Kevin can
Identify.
can identify while you guys are
Identify.
deciding.
that costs 10 minutes. Do you just hardcast it or do you wait 10 minutes?
I have
Do
a
not
question.
People are still
You
boarding,
can do it
right?
on the boat.
Yeah, so he just does it on the boat
Okay.
Hey,
for like a
guys,
10-minute break.
while you do that, can I cast sending towards Merlin?
Yep.
Can I just do that?
Just
Yeah.
send, okay, what do you send?
The message is, dumbass, where are you?
Don't ask, where are you?
Did you go home
At
after
the
all?
Are you? Did you go home? That's less than 25 words, so.
Okay, roll me a 1d100.
Oh, okay. Give
It's not on
me
his plane.
1 second. 1d100. 46.
You get a response back that is in Merlin's voice. Don't worry about it. Thumbs up emoji.
Oh,
And that's all you get. As you, like, Hako, you're standing there baffled at this fucked up message. Kevin, you're sort of like walking while holding your magical, or not magical item. You're holding like Merlin's little hair accessory. The rest of you are like boarding the boat. The old boatman seems like shows you over to your rooms and just like, we've it looks like we've got one free, but there's a current occupant, but considering the occupants, I think you'll be fine. There should be more than enough room, actually. Here you go. And then he opens the door, and you see sort of like a 3-bunk on each side situation. It's pretty spacious, honestly, for being a 6-tuple bunk room. 6-tuple bunk. There's a big like bay window on like the one side of the wall that isn't the door side, and like just like sitting on the window as you guys enter, there's like a little bug, like flying thing.
A bug?
It looks
Okay,
small,
okay.
flying thing.
Alright.
Small flying thing. Would you like to introduce yourself as these people walk into your cabin?
Huh?
Oh,
I knew it.
I knew it.
yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
So when the bug sees
The
these
bug.
people entering, she's like, "Oh, finally you're here. You were so slow. Almost fell asleep."
This thing can talk. Oh shit. I take out a fly swatter. I don't have that.
What?
I take out the nearest flat hard object.
I stopped something. I'm like, hold on.
Merlin's character ends immediately.
And
Wait, what?
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 Is happening?
It's a bug. Normally, when you see bugs in like rooms, you're supposed to clean it, spray it, get it out, right? That was what I was
The
thought.
bug. I'm like, the bug is speaking. We must give sentient creatures a chance to defend themselves.
No, back in my place, we
What?
Well, your
Bro,
place
I'm like,
savage, clearly.
I look at her and just like, okay, so are you? What are you? Are you a bug?
I'm a fairy, you dimwit.
All I see is like a
Okay.
insect though.
I'm like, I'm like, good day. You're talking like we've met before. Have we met before?
No.
Okay.
Is Kevin still identifying, by the way?
Yeah, you're Kevin, you're looking down, you're thinking real hard identifying this thing, and as your identify spell ends, you all you get is this like, this is a golden hair accessory. It is one of two. And then the identify spell goes, like, pauses for a second. It says, like, the second one is in front of you. And you look up, and the little bug is sitting on the second of, like, Merlin's little hair diamonds.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh. I relay this information onto the party. And I just kind of confused. Kevin goes like, are you, like, their hair clip?
He thinks
She
she's...
looks at him and she's like, I see that there are very low IQ people in this.
Well, I hope that you have really high IQ because we really need that. I'd honestly take it.
Well, I don't either, but
Oh, then
you're better than him.
Okay, to be honest, then that means you fit right in. What's your name?
Monica, I want to insight if this is possibly Merlin in another form.
Yeah, go ahead.
23.
It's not, bro. This is a bug. This is a completely different person.
A bug.
Hell.
Oh, this is a bug.
I'm just looking real hard and I'm like, no. This.
That's a bug.
Wait. She looks
Okay.
at Oberon and is like, why are you staring at ugly? Never seen a fairy before?
I'm like,
No.
I can't say not much, but well, I guess you're our current bunking companion for this trip upward.
It's okay. Don't take it too seriously. We all have negative intelligence here.
Here's you.
Yeah.
Ivani's quite smart.
Wait. I have a question. Bug. So, one, what's your name? Cause we have to call you by something, not just Bug. And two, do you need a bed to sleep by any chance, or are you just, a bug?
I'm more curious about why they have Merlin's other hairpin. Do you know Merlin?
That too, yeah.
So she's
Did Marley send you? Sorry.
like, well, my name is Eulavi. Miss Garda.
Okay.
And yes. Miss Merlin did send me the. She has some and then she kind of like flies around because she's tiny like a bug. Can do that. And she's like, she has some duties
Bug.
she have to do. So she can't be here for a while. And I'm not a bug. Calling me a bug. And she goes like, well, if you can give me a fancy small bed, that is fine. I don't need such a big bed.
Dude, if you were on the big bed, you'd be dead tomorrow morning. I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Fat on her.
Fancy small bed.
Wait, is she like Tinkerbell size? Is that how small she is?
Yeah, I'm imagining
Like,
like
are
tiny
you?
moth.
Like how big? How small or big is she? Like,
Oh my god, could be really big though. Well, what's the
yeah,
size?
is she like Tinkerbell or is she like actually Navi bug
11
Firefly?
inch? 30 cm?
That's like
11 inches too big.
that's like
Tinkerbell.
thick Atlas moth.
She's like
Okay.
3 to 5 inches right
Oh
now.
my
Pretty
God.
big.
Yeah.
That's not bug.
11 inches.
No,
Jesus Christ, that thing.
We're just talking to an enormous butterfly.
Yeah, big old butterfly wings. Strangely enough, her wings are like you guys are kind of like, what the fuck, this bug's still following us? It's the same sort of blue wings that you're very used to from the Laurels.
Oh. Wait, she's the Gijinka of the
Blue
Oh
Morpho.
my god.
The blue Morpho.
She must be. She talks like
Gijinka.
she talks like she knows because maybe she's been stalking us this whole time.
Huh.
Mysteries upon mysteries.
Could you
okay.
explain why you're here, or literally anything more specific than flying around like a little bug? Thanks.
Well, I was just supposed to get Miss Merlin back, but she told me I can't just leave these poor sots alone, so I had to stay here. Sadly.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
So you are her servant, or how? Yeah, you work for her?
I work for someone close.
That makes sense.
Well, it's glad to know that Merlin hasn't completely abandoned us this time.
More like I think you might need another.
Oberon does a little nod.
Yeah, Lily, you remembered that you're like, oh wait, I have something, and you sort of like pull out from your. It's like a little looks like a little satchel, but the satchel is made of like basically a little flower that's been tied up at the top, and you like take out your little you take out something from the satchel, and it looks like a tiny like not even napkin, like postcard stamp sized letter that as you like look at it and you read it, you're like this is a letter from Miss Merlin, and it says, hey losers, I got something going on right now, so I'll be back. Bye. I sent her over. Yeah, okay, bye. I'll be back. And that's all it says.
the fuck?
Funny. Well, at least like
You
this.
know what?
At least she left wood. Once she'll
Yeah,
be back.
that's good enough.
I think that's honestly good enough.
The standards are
Yeah.
so low.
Yep, that's good enough from Merlin.
That's good enough, honestly. Yeah.
I mean, she's never demonstrated anything that warranted us having higher standards, right?
That's fair.
That's
That's fair.
true. That's so sad.
Is this out of character for her? I'm not saying this in like an insulting way, but like if she left a wordy letter, I would be worried, you know.
Yeah. She actually came clean about it. It's like, who are you?
Well, if that's the case, then
Well, I mean, that tracks. She said she doesn't want us to go with her. So,
And from what I'm guessing, it's a private family matter or something similar. So you know,
Hmm.
she'll pop up when she pops up.
I just miss
So
having a barbarian with +2 intelligence for no reason. Where's our
Wait, that
history
means-
book?
Sunmay's our only tank now. Good luck, Sunmay.
God fuck.
I was just about to say that
Yeah.
Oh,
Good luck,
the
Sunray.
tank,
Really?
right?
dude,
Good thing you got that
Sunray.
new gear upgrade.
so
Yeah.
sad. She's gonna have to look at Yuli and be like, "Can you start taking levels in barbarian?"
Holy shit!
What is you, Lily, anyway, in terms of
Monk.
like class?
Monk, I think. We in character we
Monk.
don't know.
We
But
don't
can we
know.
ask actually? Just like
Wait.
she left you
Mosquito bite?
here, right? Ooh,
Ooh.
she just needs a
Does
tiny
Yuli
bit.
feel a kinship to my mosquito rapier?
Oh my god.
Buzz.
Wow.
Buzz.
It's like, is Oberon being racist against fairies too?
Oh my god, Oberon. It
I've
never
been calling
ends.
her bugs this whole time to her face, so I don't know.
Okay,
Time
but like we've
Everyone's
learned
been
her
later.
we've learned her name, so we can correct that.
Oh my god.
You've been calling her bug still after learning her name for like the past like 10 minutes.
Sorry, don't worry about it. I'm a slow learner. It'll set in eventually.
Yeah, why do you think Somi has like negative one in, I think?
-2. Don't.
Yeah.
It's
-2?
Yeah, check this out. It's lower than you think.
What the hell? It's lower than you think.
The pride in
Sorry.
there's voice describing that.
You don't need int when you can break open the puzzle. That's awesome.
They're the kind of person that would sound proud about it, even though it's not something you should be proud of.
Yeah.
Um,
Makes sense.
You wouldn't
So
believe how
sad.
little I know.
No one can beat me in this one department.
And
Sounds like a
with
challenge.
Sunmei is max minning for real.
oh my god. Yeah, and with that, Yuli sort of settles back down on her little mare's hair clip. You hear outside the sort of ringing of a bell as the old man's voice goes, "Okay, off we go." And then if you guys feel the like gentle push off of the boat into the river, it starts to float gently down, and you guys are on your way now to well, technically Nuremberg, and then the tabernacle. That's where we're stopped for today.
Yay!
Also,
Thank
Yay.
you for
Thank
session.
you.
Wow.
Quick question:
That's
how
funny.
long of a boat ride is it to Nuremberg? 2 days?
From here to Nuremberg, it will be about like 2.5 days ish. Yeah, and then the rest of the time walking from Nuremberg to Tabernacle will be probably like 2 more days, give or take.
Okay.
Yeah. So here
How much was the boat rate again? Was the discount? I'm gonna just take that out from the party fund.
Normally it would be what is it? Two gold per person. But it'll go down to 1 gold per person for the ride. It's just 5.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, and Yuli paid for herself, so
Okay.
Okay.
It's
It's
only
cute.
affirming that Merlin is secretly rich,
It's true.
but she was broke ass the whole time she was with us. So sad. They should have
Broke
shaken her
ass.
down for her money first.
I know, right?
Whoa.
Sunmei, in retrospect, they should shaken her down for her stuff first. If you're gonna leave, give us your stuff.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Merlin, if you're gonna leave,
listens to this, and she's like,
Okay.
"How poor are you guys? So pathetic.
I look at you, Lily. How rich are you?
Richer than you."
Inside check.
That doesn't take much.
No,
To be
honestly,
fair.
it's true. Look, for all
It really
we know,
doesn't take
Yuli-
much.
yeah.
Look, for all we know,
Standards are
Yuli's
low.
standing there with her
So
starting
low.
5 GP or something, like the biggest. She's there with like 15 off, all 15 gold in her pocket.
She's like, I can carry more than my weight in gold. What about you guys? Losers.
I feel like that's
So,
not
5 cents.
Help.
So 5 cents.
So 5 cents.
Oh, man.
I just think it's funny because it's just like, oh, we now have a new member that's sent by Merlin, right? So it's just like I think Sunmei just assumes that they're all like cut from the same cloth. And it's like,
Oh.
you're good.
Just little freaks.
Yeah, just like
You're all
you're gonna be strong and but somehow smart and also very poor.
Yeah. Also, Rain, unhide Yulili from the D&D
Yeah.
D&D Beyond
Oh,
campaign
officially, she's
listing.
officially joined, right? At this point.
Unhide Yulili.
That's so funny.
Too late.
Crazy
Get fucking
snooper.
snooped on.
Calling
Yeah.
out
Snooped on.
Get snooped
Yeah,
on.
I mean,
Definitely.
I knew you were lying, Rain. I knew you were lying through your teeth.
I believe that. I believe that full-heartedly.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh, okay, Merlin's in a different campaign. Awesome.
Yeah.
You know what?
Sure.
I wasn't gonna question it. I was like, what? I'm like, you're awake. You're barely awake for coil. But whatever. Maybe. I don't question it. I let my players make stuff in my campaign all the time for others, so I didn't really think much about it.
It's the book sharing aspect. So funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That really sold me on it.
Just
I
join
was
coil
suffering
for the
from
book.
it. Yeah.
I mean, it's a valid reason.